Hey guys, the Langbanger here. I have another profile for January 2014 format, and we have Dark World. The reason I decided to do this deck was because of Tour Guide going to 3. Do not mind the numbers on Tour Guide. Dueling Network did not update yet, obviously. So, this deck definitely gained some power. Over the last few formats, it did lose some stuff in card destruction, sang in somewhat, I guess, but overall, this deck is still really real. It's something to keep in mind when going to tournaments. You could play against this and just get totally wiped out because of it. So let's go into the list. You have 1 Beige, 3 Brow, 3 Grapha, 1 Stardust, 2 Silva, 3 Snow, 3 Tour Guide, 1 Trance Archfiend. So nothing too crazy there. I've seen people go without Malefic Stardust. I've seen people just do 1 Silva. I've seen people do 2 Beige. But now that you have 3 Tour Guide, you don't want to go at a really high monster count, but at the same time, you just can't really cut too much there. So onto the spells. You have Allure, Book of Moon, Dark Hole, 3 Dealing, 3 Dragged, 1 Foolish, 1 One Day, 3 Gates, 3 Upstart, 3 Reckless, onto the traps, I'm sorry, 3 Reckless, 2 Skill Drain, 1 Forces of Darkness. So I'm the type of player that will always use powerhouse cards. So with a card like Book of Moon or even a card like Dark Hole, they're automatic in almost every deck that I use. I'm sorry, that's just the way that I am, because people always build decks and they always think it's a perfect world on, you're gonna get all the combos you want, you're gonna draw okay. Well, what happens if you don't start off really strong? You need backup plans. So that's why I decided to do that. If you guys want to cut Dark Hole and Book of Moon, that's totally fine. I can understand that. I'm just not that type of player. The traps look kind of weird, I guess. Skill Drain, it's always been just absolutely ridiculous in this sort of deck, because really, what's negating it? I mean, outside of, whatever you bring out with Tour Guide, it really isn't hurting you. Have a Dark World on the board, cool, bounce the hand, summon Grapha from grave. It's not hurting you. Everything's activating in the graveyard. So, yeah, I see no reason not to use this card. I only didn't go to 3 because, look at the amount of draw power I have, so really no need for it. If you guys want, you can cut Forces of Darkness for another skill drain. You guys could cut Book of Moon or Dark Hole. You guys could add some virus cards. I didn't go with the virus cards because with such an open meta, it's like, if I knew for a fact spell books were going to be a really popular deck, I was going to face a whole bunch of them, then yes, I would use Eradicator. If I knew that there would be a whole lot of plant decks, for example, maybe I would use Deck Devastation Virus. So it's like, you guys need that sort of information to be able to adjust your deck. So Forces of Darkness, that's something I'm trying out currently. I don't know if it'll stay in. It's definitely fun. You add 2 Dark Worlds from your graveyard to your hand, so you just get to reuse all your powerhouses. So it could be one of those win more kind of cards, but the card definitely goes off, and there are some times to where you'll have all these draw cards and it's like you may not be able to do too much. So it's like, why not add those Graphas back and then go to town again. So that's my profile for you. Let me know how you guys would run the deck this current format, and yeah, just leave comments down below. Thanks for watching and have a good day. Peace.